Approval of the agenda. I have one correction under consent action item 11. We're going to pull that and go on that separately. Other than that, it's the only item I have to correct. Take a motion. Yes, sir.
I would like to consider item 5 for a vote of its own.
Okay. Take a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
Dvorak.
Yes.
Vogel. Yes. Sarchet.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 4 is a swear-in ceremony. We'll do a quick ceremony for our new council members up here on the dais. So, you got me down there first, I think. Is that what you asked me to do?
Yes, please, sir.
Okay. Which one? Do you remember?
Right.
Oh, okay. Just checking, because I know we asked. I don't want to do this wrong. Do it again.
All right.
Okay.
Repeat after me. I, Jason Morris,
I, Jason Morse,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of
and
Iowa,
the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and I will faithfully and impartially,
and that I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all of the duties of mayor for the city of Polk City, Iowa,
discharge all of the duties for the office of mayor of Polk City, Iowa, as here or now after required by law. How's that?
Fair
Good enough? All right. Thank you.
You're
I've already
welcome.
signed that, haven't
You
I
have.
don't have to do that. Mandy. Remember which hand? There you go. I'll let you just do that.
All right.
All right. I, Mandy Vogel,
I, Mandy Vogel,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of
and
Iowa,
I will faithfully and impartially,
and I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all of the duties of the office of City Council
discharge all of the duties of the office of City Council
for the City of Polk City, Iowa,
for the City of Polk City, Iowa,
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law.
Congratulations. Mr. Walters? Got it memorized yet? Okay. I, Jeff Walters,
I, Jeff Walters,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully and impartially,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all of the duties of the office of City Council
discharge all of the duties of the office of City
for
Council
the City of Polk City, Iowa,
for the City of Polk City, Iowa,
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law.
Congratulations. Okay, now it's official. Next item on the agenda is public comments. Is there anybody in the audience who wishes to address the council at this time? Hearing none or seeing none, moving on to item 6, consent agenda. Other than the 2 items pulled, I'd take a motion.
So moved.
Second. Questions? Roll call, please.
Walters,
Yes.
Dvorak.
Yes.
Vogel. Yes. Sarchet.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item under consent would be item 11. First item we pulled. Consider motion to approve engineering services for survey work at 3rd and Bridge with Snyder and Associates in the amount of $7,600 in conjunction with traffic signals. Take a motion for that.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Sarchet.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Walters.
Abstain?
Dvorak.
Yes.
Vogel. Yes.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is consider motion to approve PCDC 2018 budget request. Ron?
Well, I just think that's something that amount of money deserves a vote of its own. And with what we're anticipating with revenue, that maybe we should wait and see what's going to happen with that before we commit to this kind of money.
Yes. I see it as, I don't know that I disagree with the sentiment, but I think it's cost of doing business where we would be at a competitive disadvantage if we did not have that group doing what they do. And I do think that that amount of money, while significant, is money well spent for some of the work that's come into town. Completely there doing, but I do see the value in that sort of investment. But I think I understand what you're saying, I guess.
I agree with both of you. I think that now that we've started this, however many years ago, we have to continue to support it and put them at a detriment. Would be on our side. We would be living up to our obligation to allow them to do the festival as they should moving forward. I don't think they would ask more, but I do understand what you're saying. I think it just should be something that if there needs to be cuts, they need to be discussed with those committees, and that we shouldn't decide that.
Well, I certainly can't argue with anything anybody said, but I just think it's time we consider spending this amount of money with what we know is in the future, what the future holds. And I'm not saying we shouldn't have it or should do away with it, but maybe not such a high number.
I can speak to it slightly to say that I know that that number was arrived from after what was presented last year, partially due to the combination of Chamber and PCDC. And I definitely don't think that it's out of line as far as everything else that's going on and what the end goal with the new group of Chamber and PCDC combined is. And I spoke with both outgoing director John Calhoun as well as Sheila Mahan even today on this, and feel good in the request that they've made. So. Does anybody want to make a motion on it?
I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the CC 20 budget request.
Further discussion? Roll call, please.
DeVore,
Yes.
Vogel, yes. Sarchet,
Yes.
Anderson,
No.
Walters.
Yes. Motion carries. Item 7, new business. Under new business, action item 1, consider motion to approve resolution 2018-04 approving final pay app number 5 in the amount of $12,303 for Polk City Station remodel. Anything to add on this, or is this just a go?
Basically, this is the final. We're done. And final paperwork is finishing this, closing it out.
Make a motion.
Motion to approve resolution number 2018-04.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Vogel, Sarchet,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Walters,
Yes.
DeVore.
Motion carries. Item 2, consider motion to approve resolution 2018-05 accepting the public improvements for Deer Haven Plat 1 and Plat 2. Who's got this? Anybody? Anything to talk to? Go.
Yeah, the contractors completed all the punch list items on or about December 23rd of last year. So, and they've also provided all the accompanying information, including maintenance bonds. They've set the property, the surveyors certified that. They provided as-bills, among other things. So they have completed all the requirements, so we're recommending acceptance now and return the developer's check in the amount of $67,666 that secured completion. The city does have a check that they'll retain until next spring, just to make sure the grass comes up and stabilized.
So lawn is the only thing that's
Mm-hmm. And the seeding's been completed, just kind of waiting for the grass to grow.
I just
After That punch
After
list
every-
coming, yeah.
Long time coming.
Yes, yeah, we were all kind of happy to see that.
Motion.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2018-05.
Second,
Roll call.
Anderson,
yes.
Walters,
Yes.
Dvorak, Vogel, Sarchet.
Motion carries. Item 3, consider motion to approve resolution 2018-08, approving a 28E agreement in water. You want to start on this one?
Yes, I will.
I
Thank you,
figured you
Mayor.
would.
Before you is an agreement with Des Moines Water Works for 28, to our 28E vehicle. This sets in motion the 28E agreement that was talked to with council sometime in the fall of 2017. I do believe that was in October. A little bit off on that. This is now getting ready to move forward. This has several parts. Part 1 is a new flow capacity 20-inch pipe. Polk City share on this as estimated by the engineers at $762,160. And the cost for a booster pump station, Polk City share $1.384 million. There is a phase 2 cost estimate, which would be capacity, should we decide to add that capacity, of $272,116. As council looks at this agreement, I will tell you that this is probably draft number 7 or 8. This was reviewed by our city attorney, reviewed by Mark Horry, our bonding counsel, as well as our insurance, ICAP, and also our bonding house. All of their concerns have been addressed in the version that you see in front of you.
Anything to add on your behalf?
I'm just here to answer any questions and concerns you may have.
Amy, anything from your end?
No. Good order.
Jeff, anything? I know you've been part of it. Anybody up here have any questions or comments on it?
I think it's a step in the right direction, knowing road we are seeing, will see, and getting ahead of this, if that is the right term. I think we're needing it. We have needed it. Now it's time to execute.
I should have called on you. Anything on your side?
I think Dave put it accurately right there.
Yes.
Yes, I think that it's one of those things we're going to have to do if we want to keep our city safe and give the people the service that they've gotten used to. And I don't know if this is a time or place. I know we've raised water rates several times in the past few years. How long has it been since we've looked at or considered raising hookup fees? And we don't have to do that tonight. It's just something I'd like to think about and consider. That's all I have.
So is that more of a Mike question or a Gary question on the hookup? Have we looked at that to see where we are compared to everybody else? Yeah.
Hookup fees are $900 for a regular single-family residence.
Right.
And depending on what type of hookup they have for commercial, being the size, it runs the gamut. Both of those can be looked at. I'm going to say that it's probably been 9 years since that hookup fee was adjusted. At that time, we doubled it, $450 to $900, with the thought that we wanted to take it out to the future. It may be time to take a look at that again.
I guess if that's, we can, but if we were, that type of increase to me seems to, a better approach maybe to look at our fees and apply some sort of cost of living adjustment, incremental basis, $1 every year, that great paper, but something so we don't get either so far behind, assuming as we were. Bring up from.
Well, yeah, and that's my consideration with increased costs and the stuff we know we have to have, that we need to figure out some other ways to finance it other than just keep raising rates. Because right now we're pretty fortunate in Polk City with what our rates are.
Well, I'm taking a motion.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2018-808. The 1808.
I'm making for it.
Not well.
Okay.
Second.
Further discussion? Roll call, please.
Dvorak,
Yes.
Vogel, Sarchet,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes. Motion carries. Thank you for your help and work. Double thumbs up. Way to go.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Item 4, consider motion to approve resolution 2018-03 approving Snyder and Associates November 2017 invoice in the amount of $36,147.85.
So move.
Second.
Roll call.
Sarchet,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Walters,
Abstain.
Dvorak,
Yes.
Vogel.
Motion carries. Item 5, consider motion to approve resolution 2018-06 setting time of regular meetings of the city council. This is a work session that we had, and looking to align everything and change that to 6 o'clock like our other board commission meetings. What else to add? Sorry.
Just one real quick thing to add, Mayor.
Mhm.
I had thought that this was to be set by ordinance. I misspoke at the workshop. Specifically in the section, chapter 17, it allows council by resolution to set the date, time, and place of the meeting. So we're keeping it the second and fourth. Place could still be here. All we're doing now at this point is changing the time.
She wants to state in the resolution, obviously from 6:30 to 6.
Yes.
I mean, since it didn't say. Okay, a motion to approve resolution 2018-06, changing the time from 6:30 to 6 o'clock for regular meetings at the city council.
Second. Yes, did you have discussion? No, I thought you had your hand up. Sorry. Roll call.
Walters,
Yes.
Dvorak,
Yes.
Vogel, Sarchet,
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Motion carries. What's that, like third time now, Ron? That it's been changed since you've been?
Since I've been on the council, we've gone from 5 o'clock to 6:30. I don't think we've ever done anything from 6.
Cliff, it'll be next meeting. We're starting on the 22nd, just to be clear. So. Okay, item 8, reports. We've kind of changed this up a little bit because we had a whole lot of stuff listed out. A lot of times we'll just leave this now where if anybody has anything to add. My only couple comments here real quick is went to a ribbon cutting for Fender's Brewery, which I think is going to be a hit over there. But in particular, I did it when we did the ribbon cutting, but if you guys see Sean Comer around, who owns Papa's, please thank him for everything that he's done in Polk City. He's done a lot to get that group off of the ground over there, and I know he's going to benefit for it. But I want to publicly thank Sean, his commitment to Polk City and particularly the square. The night of the actual opening, there wasn't a place to be had in town as far as a place to park down on the square. They were parked a block away. So anyway, I just want to welcome the new brewery to town, and thank Sean for all of his work. I know Gary's going to have some stuff to report on the building stuff, so I won't steal your thunder on that. You guys have anything? Oh, and I want to welcome you guys, officially welcome you guys, now that we've done it like 3 times. Anything to add?
I was going to echo that. Welcome, Andy and Jeff, to the council, and also wanted to recognize Dave Hyatt, who served several years on the Parks Commission, and his service to the city. We've had many years.
Good call, thanks. Anything to add?
I just want to say I'm excited for this opportunity and very excited to get started.
You're good? You guys everything?
Excited to be back up here for another term up here. I'll say welcome.
Gary?
Thank you, Mayor. As has become a norm, is a report on the number of building permits and tax valuation that has taken place since 2017, or in 2017. A couple things to note. The building permits total number is down by 1 from the previous year. Total amount of value added is down 600,000. The number of single-family residents are up by 1 from last year, now 82. Had the highest number of commercial starts in 17, that's 5. The single-family residential dwelling has actually reduced slightly in cost by approximately $3,200. However, the average lot price is now $80,000. So your total for new average value, the average of all the single-family dwellings that were placed in Polk City last year, the average is $341,841. Value added. Polk City had an incredible year for value added as of January 1, 2018. Now understand that January 1, 2018 reflects the building that was done in 2016. So it does not reflect 2017. The value added is just short of the total value that Polk City had in 1993. That's an incredible increase in taxable value. There's a lot of information in that book. There's information on where we are with various stages of our various plats, subdivisions. If you got any questions, please feel free to give me a call. This information was gathered mostly in the month of November and December, and hopefully we have the most up-to-date information for you. With that, Mayor, if there's no questions, thank you.
I think there's a couple other comments that was good on there, that we did double our valuation since 2009, which was, amazing in itself. But I think what's also important is that we're still going strong. We still got almost 600 buildable lots that are still out there, and any array of time frame as far as when they're all going to be done. So I think we got every reason to believe we're going to continue that. And I think obviously from the commercial standpoint, it's already starting strong with the announcements that have been made and what I hope to be some other soon announcements. And I would expect what we'll see in our commercial development in 2018 will be much stronger than what we've seen in the past.
600, is that the lots of infrastructure's already in?
It's in any
way, shape, or form.
Any way, shape, or form.
No,
we know they're coming.
It's
Okay.
Any idea of how many there are already have streets, already have sewer, already have water? My last guess was about 200. So it's probably dropped all the housing new builds we've had.
You've got 75 minus probably 6 or 7 in Deer Haven. And then you would have Whitetail Ridge.
It'll only have about 13 maybe.
Then we have
So I got
Plat
45 on
1
one.
of Crossroads at the Lake, which is 36. And you have a couple lots left in Bridge
9.
Point and a couple lots left in Woodhaven and a few lots left in Lost Lake. You're probably close to 200.
Thank you.
I guess I would just sort of expound on the technical evaluation question. It's going to be posed with a difficult decision based on the vote in March, and it's going to be tough regardless. But looking back on if we were to have had to have made that decision with a technical evaluation in the 40s or even the hundreds, would have been a lot more difficult. And so I think the growth that we've had has been somewhat measured and appropriate in how it's happened, but put us in a position that as we change things or potentially have to change things here in a couple of months is going to be in an easier transition than I think would have been in years past. So, exciting stuff, and then that's the economic impact piece of this is obviously what we focus on, but having been a part of one of those lots and seeing meeting a few neighbors that have come from out of the area, out of the state instances, it's good to see people excited about moving to town and wanting to get involved. So I miss the personal, they're important numbers, but people too, so good stuff.
Staff have anything to report? Whole bunch of head shaking, no. Okay. That I take a motion on 9.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You guys made it through your first meeting.